Now we are talking about talent and global experience, Glocal experience, okay? Glocal is act local, being local, have your roles local and act globally. And well, this is a challenge for talent management, okay? Then we will share experiences with the panelists here, okay? I first will present all the panelists. I think that Clara will be in via Zoom, okay? And then we will start the round table with some questions that we will try to answer as much as possible from our experiences, okay? Well, first of all, Mariano Sudney, okay? Mariano is an entrepreneur, an automobile engineer at SEAT and also at Mathel Group. Mm-hmm. He's very expert in batteries. That is the future. Okay, and well, let's say that is a great expert in all this area. Okay. Then second is Marina. Okay, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Marina Planas is the CEO and co-founder of TheNTWK. Is an enthusiast leader, passionate about digital business models, coming from the traditional sector as automotive to the digital era. Okay. Well. Here is Quirze. Quirze Salomó is president of the Blockchain Center of Catalonia. Is a seasoned expert, president of the Barcelona Blockchain Week. And also is a convinced entrepreneur. And we could refer to him also as a serial entrepreneur. Okay. And finally, in the Zoom, in some moment, will appear Clara LaPiedra, that is the CEO and founder of Aula Magna Business School, womanpreneur, and founder and also a great entrepreneur. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Clara. A little bit difficult to show you. Okay.
It's not a problem. As long as you can hear me, that's okay.
Okay. Well, we will start. Well, I think that we are starting with one of the videos.
Not now.
Well,
not now.
Well, we will start this roundtable with one question. Okay, I will start with you, Mariano. Mm-hmm. What is your company project doing now, and what is your purpose?
Okay, thank you for having me here. Okay, our company is Urban Resilience. We have thinking about mobility and about the problem of decarbonization of the cities, the congestion of the cities that have been we've seen in Barcelona, in many cities. Our idea more than 12 years ago. It is a station at a hub, a mobility hub, that involves concentrate the batteries, as you mentioned, also very important from nowadays with all the energy sector. Batteries as a backup, also vehicles and micromobility. It's a hub for the EMAS, it's electromobility as a service. The idea is that the cities from here, from Barcelona, to all the cities from around the world, use the tool to integrate the shared mobility to his own cities and to spread the electromobility to the cities. No? The idea, our station is a fully integrated station with several mobility types, with the backup of the energy storage, and also some charging stations for the taxis and several vehicles, private vehicles also, taxis. And the tool is to use in the deployment of the tool is to use on the cities. We have now patent the station in Europe, in India, in Russia, in China. The idea is to develop from here, from Barcelona to around the world, all these tools, all these stations. And we are working with several universities. And also, of course, we have more than 40 companies for achieve that, because our tool is not the idea of the tool of the charging station is our idea, but it becomes from several companies together, more than 40 companies. And yeah, then thank you for having me here.
Thank you, Mariano. Well, Marina, you have a little video to introduce your project. Let's go.
Yes. So thank you for being here. You know, a video, an image, no? But a video is better than 1,000 words, right? So let's put the video, please, that explain who we are, the network.
We are here to boost your business model to the next level. In this evolving digital world, sharing is key to create new opportunities. Start today expanding your horizons, exchanging knowledge and experiences on digital innovations. Forge a solid community to support successful and sustainable organizations willing to face the change. Listen to the thoughts and lessons learned of leaders like you and discover how you can change our future. Let's do something big together. Are you ready?
Yes.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes, basically our aim is to help professionals to give tools and to make it an easier transition from the physical world to the digital world, right? I don't want to take more time than because I have the videos. We will talk later on.
Thank you. Then, Quirze, what's the purpose of your organization? What are your goals? Or
Yeah. Well, the Center Blockchain of Catalonia is an institution that has been founded and promoted by the Chamber of Commerce of Barcelona 2 years ago, and the government of Catalonia, and a group of entrepreneurs of blockchain. The mission of this institution is that Catalonia adopts the blockchain technology as soon as possible. Is, let's say, massive adoption as mission of this technology. And why? Is because Catalonia has the experience of the takeoff of the Industrial Revolution in the 19th century. In the 1835, we took off because we had the steam machine before than other parts of Europe, other territories. And Catalonia has been one of the first territories in Europe to take off the Industrial Revolution because having this steam power, okay? We assimilate the blockchain technology as the same role as the steam has played in the Industrial Revolution. We think that is an enabler technology that helps to the digital transformation. As soon as we have the blockchain deployed and adopted as technology in Catalonia, as soon we will transform the country. To reach that, it's clear that we act very locally, but it's a very global technology. It's the most global that I know now. No? It's a real network, blockchain. And we need to merge the two questions, and that is our work, daily work.
Okay, thank you. Well, I suppose that now we can connect with Clara, LaPiedra, in the Zoom. And well, the question is the same to you. Okay, what's your company, your project? What are you doing, and what's your purpose?
Hello, hi everyone. I hope you can hear me fine. Do you?
Yes.
Yes.
And sorry for not being able to be here due to some circumstances that could not are out of our scope. However, yeah, it's not why I have been we have a purpose global or local. It's because we are local. I mean, from my side, I was bred and I studied and I learned in several countries. I've been studying in many places, in many business schools itself. And that made me live in different places, different countries in the world, which this enriched the whole experience of who I am today, how I relate with others, how I connect with others, and how I scope the world from an only view, which is already international from scratch, from minute zero. So when I decided to, as a visionary of the next generation of the business school or business e-schools, actually we should call them, not only I focused on the insights and the needs that we have here, but the ones that could be easily exported and conducted for different parts of the world. Namely, not only the languages itself, but only professors who were living and working in their places. I mean, we have, for instance, our international cohort, which is with it's taking place with professors in the US itself. But also we talk with the business case. The business case are also from companies which are renowned worldwide. And this, of course, also brings us to the point that the team we have involves different nationalities. And we have people working here, people working in the US, people working in India. And that's what we are basically, I couldn't imagine to do it differently.
Okay, thank you. Well, the second question that we can start with you is how do you do to found and manage talent globally, okay, with this concept of...
Okay, I will start with experience, more recently experience, right, that we are building a network of experts, because experts, we don't like that word, but contributors around the globe. And when we started during COVID, right? So during the lockdown. So how we attract talent to a company based in Barcelona and locked everything, right? So I have to tell you that LinkedIn gave me a good source, and people were more open to contribute, to listen to you, right? So we started getting talent from abroad. I have to be honest, because on the digital business, in the top 100 platforms of the world, 67 of the percentage are from the US, 27 are in Asia, and 3% we only have here in Europe. So we started recruiting, let's say like that, with talent, with our contributors, so people that talk, people that write articles. This is how we did it. And later on now, that last week we have our TheNTWK Summit, first time, and it was in Barcelona, is where we are trying to recruit people also from here, right? Because we know that it is a talent all around the globe, right? And how we manage, we have a touch point every week. It's the Network Talks, is where we do interviews, but then is where our community is debating. So I will say that how to lead and how to get talent is because you have to have a great project, right? People, they have to be, you have to, I will not say sell, but live your values and engage people with your values, right? And then is basically like doing physically is going to be on remote.
Okay. Then the importance is the attraction of the project, okay, to have this talent and, let's say, well, I prefer the word attraction to retaining talent, okay? If you attract talent, then the talent never go out, okay?
And I think that talent attract more talent, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
This is how we are doing these ambassadors, right? So talent attract talent. So this is a key point, but it's a hard point to bring on your company talent. And when we are a startup, nobody knows us. You didn't hear about us before? No. You hear about SEAT, but not a startup like us,
Okay, thank you. Mariano, how do you do to arrive to this talent and to attract?
Okay. As a startup, as you mentioned, it's not easy to attract the talent, but it's very, very important for us. We know that the shortage of STEAM females that we want, first of all, to attract, because we think the idea or the mind of the females for the company, it's very, very relevant for us, because it's we like it with all the group insights. We are 8 people now, and partially because it's a startup, it's not like having now any income. That's not easy for us. But the idea is that we attract a talent from the universities. That was our first idea, to come with the talent. And after all with the ecosystem from the ESG, the environmental, social, and governance, that we have a company also with us, and then from that regard, we attract the talent from ESG, because our solution is a social solution. It's a social. The idea is for the people, the current people, that they want to share and they don't want to acquire vehicles, and this is the idea. And for the cities to have a tool, this EMAS tool. Thank you.
Okay. You want to make an impact in society, then this is an attractor for talent, of course. Okay. Quirze, how do you do to attract talent?
Well, as a
How do
center,
you manage?
no, a center publicly founded by a chamber and by the government, and with a mission that is adoption, massive adoption, that is mandatory that we work for attracting talent, because otherwise, if you don't attract talent, there is no adoption. We need people to. But we are trying to lobby a lot the industry outside, that they see Barcelona as a nice place to be. That is more easy than it seems. And the young people like a lot to come to Barcelona. That is the easy part. And let's say that this year we will have here maybe 4 or 5 different big events about blockchain technology, worldwide global events. Has been Avalanche, has been Celo, now is, and then D4A and maybe another. And these events helps a lot to see Barcelona as an international hub for blockchain technology. That is also an strategy to attract this talent and to come here. In our industry, there is a lot of nomads, digital nomads, okay? And, well, it's a good, I think in the industries that the young people see Barcelona as a nice place to be. Huh?
Let me shift a little bit the script and make you a question. Why do you think that people is attracted to Barcelona and not, for example, Andorra, that has a fiscal advantages?
Well, for us, the main competitors now is not Andorra, it's Lisboa.
Lisboa, okay.
Although Lisboa is in the European Union, has a special taxes regime that helps a lot to these people from the crypto space and the blockchain space to land there. But I think Barcelona attracts for the quality of the city, and also talent attracts talent. There is a lot of talent of other industries, digital industries here, and that makes, I think, easier to continue attracting people here.
Okay, thank you. Clara, it's your time. How do you do to attract talent and to convince them to stay with you?
Hi. First of all, honestly, I have to say that it's not that we need to attract talent, but we are lucky enough that talent looks for us, for Aula Magna. I say it from humility, but that's something that makes us proud as well. I mean, we have a burden of people willing to work and collaborate with us, not only here, but also from, as I said, like different regions in the world. So, of course, we cannot recruit everyone. We hope one day we can do so. But in the meantime, what we do is try and have like sprints. We work in an agile methodology. Actually, every Tuesday, today in the afternoon, we have like in a time-based for everyone, we have 1 hour meeting, same as Marina said. And that's where we talk like the main focus of what we are in. Of course, our company works in cycles. So now, for instance, we are based in our next conference that is taking place next June as proud ambassadors of Stanford, which is also another international connection that we have. And we are taking this the opportunity to host the event called Women in Data Science. And that's mainly what we do. I mean, we have like a number of apps that make our life easier. We use them on our daily basis, and yeah, basically we spend a lot of time like on Slack, on WhatsApp with audios and in Meet as well. That's how we manage it. But still, I mean, even though we attract talent from everywhere, of course, we have like a portfolio in which we talk about how to, well, what are our values and to make, well, we bring it all together and make sure that we fit all cultures and that everyone feels comfortable to be on the same page. So that's something in which we really spend our efforts in trying to secure this. And yeah, I mean, it's not much different as working like with people next door who work remotely for us. I mean, it doesn't make much difference apart from time-wise of the hours schedule ahead or beyond that on the watch. But because we work a lot with Silicon Valley, for instance, but apart from that, yeah, that it's not much challenge, no major challenge for us.
Okay, thank you, Clara. Well, one thing that for the moment we have detected is that one of the things that keep together and align the talent is a weekly meeting, let's say. Is that correct? Do you think that is a good practice?
Well, I would say it's a touch point, right? Because we don't know if it's going to be, we are talking about track people to Barcelona, but what about the metaverse, right? What about if we are going to be and to do meetings in the metaverse? So this is the globally. So we don't know how we are going to touch each other, right? Then at least we have all around of social media, we have all around of touch points, but you need to create value together. I think the key point is that when you get on board people, to get talent people, is because they see a project that they have a purpose that is aligned with their values, but also that they can co-create, right? It's about Web3, Now, Web1 is that we can read. Web2, we can read and we can write. And Web3 is that we can own, right? So people, we want to co-create together, and it's a main difference. So touch points, of course, virtual, and of course physical, because we are human. But I will say that less and less and less. And if I can just add, in my in my company in Ficosa, when in the automotive industry, is a corporate traditional one, I was commodity manager, so I had 17 people around the world. So in that time, we were also facing, any multinational has to face to manage teams locally and globally, right? So at the end is to see exactly the same motivation and important thing that is leading by the example, right? So if you want to be part of an organization, you also take care about the leaders that are leading this organization.
Okay, thank you. Well, let's go with the last question, and then if the people in the dome want to do some question, we will have some time at the end of the roundtable. Okay. This question is more about experience. Okay, how do you live all this? Okay, because you have told about how do you do. Okay, now is what has been your experience? How do you feel about managing local talent? The word is yours, Mariano.
Thank you. Okay, the experience. Well, as a former engineer, SIAT 2 years ago, more or less, I start with urban resilience and also Battery Associates. It's another startup. And the experience, it was for me not easy, but I start with, as Marina mentioned, with LinkedIn and all the follow-ups. Now I grow with these 2 years a lot, and it starts with the idea that which are the projects that they impress you, And this project from Urban Resilience impressed me, and I was attracted to the project. And from then, also the Battery Associates also attract me. It is tough because when you go more when you are, let's say, used to work 8 hours a day and that's it, and you're home. When you change your mind, you need to change with the startup mind. It's like no hours. Of course, you need to sleep, but no hours. It's almost round with lots of tools, new tools. You mentioned, Marina, several tools, but there are, I think, 10 or 20 tools that you need to use to come with the online attraction and online work. And that's the new coming, that when you are used to, only you need to update of course, yourself. But if you are working now in a company, I would encourage you to come with that, because it's very, very important to have the new tools in mind with the online. And my experience is now I love it. The only thing that it's not easy is with the family, because with the several startups that I am involved, it's not easy, but I love it now. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Well, Clara, what is your experience? How do you live this Glocal management?
Yeah, well, I have many points in common with Marina and Mariano with what they say. Yeah, also I have been working I was in the past always working for multinational companies with companies worldwide, but I was I was nominated to internationalize a Catalan company worldwide, and I was working with 18 different countries. We still don't have that many at Aula Magna, but we will get there yet. So I'm used to that. I'm used to talking. I am actually fluent in 6 languages, so that's something that it is in my DNA. And yeah, actually, it didn't mean to me like a mindset change or whatever, because I was always bred from an international focus, and not only in terms of language or cultures, but also in terms of going online allows you a lot of like new ways of communicating, new ways of learning. Our own e-learning method not only it takes place like in our e-campus, but also like we are working on our metaverse as well, and in bringing gaming experience into learning. And yeah, I think my background makes it easier like to design from a tabula rasa mindset and say, okay, everything is possible, everything can be added, and just make sure that you fulfill the needs of the diverse team that you have, not only internally, but also like the potential companies or potential users that can be just anywhere, just one click away. And that's like one of the strength points we have in Aula Magna.
Okay. Well, I feel that you are very, very fond on virtual ecosystems. Okay. And how do you feel about your digital twin or your digital twins? How does what is your experience in approaching the metaverse concept, let's say?
The question is for me or Quirze?
Yes, yes, it's a question for you, Clara. Excuse me.
Oh, thank you. Okay, sorry, I didn't get it. Yeah, well, actually, that's the thing in which we are native digital. As I said, we are native digital, native sustainable, and native international. That's our main 3 pillars. So it cannot be possible that we are creating a whole new brand, whole new concept, and whole new dimension of business school, and we are not following the trends. So if the trends now are on the metaverse, we have to make sure in what point of because our e-learning method, as I say, compiles a number of experiences. And it's not that we can do the whole thing on the metaverse, but we need to have one, and we have one for some certain meetings that we have, global alumni meetings, some graduation that we have, and some open day activities, no? So we have to make sure that we don't like overcome or overproduce or make like people have too much of that, because the structure and the technology has to be on our side, and we don't have to be overwhelmed by that. So don't think people, okay, I will need to go there and choose my own avatar. Yes, of course you do, but it's not that the whole thing goes like that. I mean, we also have to be aware that you should also be able to follow our masterclass sessions from your laptop or from your tablet or from your cell phone or whatever. Even I mean, yeah, that's actually one of the things that we have to take into consideration. Not to what extent we want to be like helped by technology, or we want to become cautive of technology, you know?
Okay, thank you, Clara. Well, Marina, now is your turn.
My experience, right? So my experience is like starting a startup during COVID, lockdown, starting to work on remote, contacting people just on digital, and doing this job after 2 years, when you organize an event, last week event, and you meet all these people in person, you cannot imagine, right? I was saying, it was like I was preparing a 50th birthday party, right? Because it was a community, it was all the people together, and the value that we give just meet in person, at least one in 2 years, you know, was incredible, because I fully agree that we will have to do these kind of meetings in the metaverse for sure, because it's more inclusive, right? You will arrive to more people, but in person is have no comparison, right? Then my experience is, I will say, 17 years being in automotive sector, doing meetings by Zoom already, because we did it, right, in the past. Managing people locally has a difference between today. I don't think so. Just we have normalized that, right? Because big corporations, we already did that. And as a startup, we are doing. And now I think what we have to be, to realize is that it's coming a new era, no? A new economy that is building in the metaverse, and it's going to be similar, right? We are going to talk not in presence, but in the space.
Okay, but do you think that this has been, this was a trend, okay? But do you think that it has been boosted, that it has been...
Of course, the adoption has been boosted, no? So how many corporations have cut their traveling expenses due to COVID, right? But at the end, we have demonstrated that we can work like that, and we can work, and we can do things, and we can make projects. But for my opinion, because I'm from here, Spanish, and I want to touch people, right? With my values, I think at least 1 in 2 years, right? Or one touch point, it's necessary, right? Cannot be as a mandatory, but I like to do that. Of course, has boosted, but we can work as a corporate. I cannot imagine to work from home, right? I cannot imagine to make an interview for talent people come to the network by Zoom. I cannot imagine, but the circumstances has make us to adopt to that. And I think now we have normalized it.
Okay, thank you. Well, Quirze, how do...
Well, first,
what is your style?
you say about touching. Just 15 days ago, I touched people inside the metaverse. Real touch. I felt the...
You feel it?
I feel the people, and I shake
it?
hands with this guy, and I do, okay.
And
Feeling.
smell it?
No, smell still. I know that there is some devices to smell. I know that there is some devices. I've never used it, but touch, I use it without gloves, only with a device on top of the table. But okay, metaverse, we are using the cat bears. We launched recently a project that the name is Cat Bears, and we use the metaverse to make meetings of our team, because we are developing this technology. And I would like to say that when you are, after 1 hour and a half or 2 hours of meeting inside the metaverse, and you are back, you have the sensation that you are coming from another world. After 5 minutes, maybe not, but after 1 hour, the sensation of being back to this real world is this one. But although that, we work in duality. We work for a very local mission, that is adoption, and with a very global technology, that is blockchain. And it's a very global community, 24 hours, 7 days, doing things and happening things, very explosive community. And our mission is local. Okay? Then we have a certain bipolarity and duality in our way of working. The last week, we just done a big event in Girona about blockchain for Catalonia, the Catalans for the Catalans, and it's the Catalan industry of blockchain for the Catalans. But in November, we run another event, a big event that is a global event, and is the D4A, Democracy for All event, that is the blockchain used for governance and no? And that is in November, and it's a real global event in blockchain running in Barcelona. And this bipolarity, this duality, it exists in our way of working.
Thank you. Very interesting concept of duality, okay, and this sensation or experience of coming back from another world, okay, from the metaverse to your world, okay, for reality, okay, and well, thinking on what you say, Marina, of touching people, do you think that this is a let's say Mediterranean mindset, or could be is now global?
I will say by the reaction of my networkers that were coming from the US, Germany, and we hacked each other last Friday, I will say that should be globally, right? And of course, Latins, you know, we don't know, we want more touch, but Asiatics is not so much, no? Not at all. So I will say that in the metaverse, I didn't experience, so you have to invite me in your metaverse and let's touch and clap your hands.
Not in ours, but in another one, that is possible.
Okay, if there is some question from the room.
Yes.
You can.
Okay. Hi, thanks for this amazing discussion and conversation. I have always the problem about the local global, whether if global is so easy to overcome or to work today, why is that cities keep basing their strategies on the accumulation effect of talent? I could work from wherever in the world, so how come the strategy of attraction of talent is based on the accumulation? That would be one question. The other would be about...
Let's answer, no? This one?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, because if not, at least I will forget, no? Right, so, I think it was at the beginning of, I was talking, we can work wherever we want. You know, the CEO and founder of Airbnb now is working around the different places. And a lot of the tech giants is saying that they are going to close the headquarters and they can work all around. But at the end, for me, that you be part of one project that your values are aligned with that and the motivation, right? And you feel comfortable. At the end, it's trust. You have to trust with your team. If you have trust and you have this motivation and this commitment all together, that we are creating something, can be big, better, whatever, but in your niche, you can acquire talent wherever you are.
And from your experience, that has to be done in a, let's say, certain area of proximity, let's say it this way.
You can start, we started from 2 years ago, just 2 people, and talking from the US, Singapore, whatever, and it has been digital. Since 2 days ago, we didn't meet each other. Since 2 days ago, because it was last Thursday. And I can tell you, we talk every week, and it's like we meet each other. But you know why they say, I am a networker? Because they feel the values, no? We want that makes things happen. We want to help people. We want to talk peer-to-peer. We want to learn from the others, because they feel aligned with the value and the purpose of the company. It was so easy to get involved.
Let me just throw another question. What about creativity? Don't you have the feeling, this is a general discussion, that when we are close together physically, creativity grows easier than when we are in a digital world?
I should say that in my experience, the meetings that I had in the metaverse could be more creative than some presential meetings, because the tools that you have inside these rooms are very interesting for the creativity a lot of times, and makes the creativity easier. I think in 5-10 years we will see devices and new possibilities in the metaverse that will make that possibly the creativity is quite bigger in these spaces than in our real world. That's my view. Huh?
I will say creativity, when do you have creativity? When do you innovate? You innovate every day going to your office, standing with your PC, making workshops, or you innovate traveling, coming exhibitions, you innovate sometimes people taking a shower. I don't know, you know? So creativity, of course, we have creativity tools, right? So mural, whatever. I think it's how to use these tools and when to innovate, no? And I think it's a good point to think about when we are creatives, right? And how to innovate and how to make these teams more innovation.
I also have a response on that, on the innovation side, because it's, as we know, it's very, very relevant now, because we need to attend the innovation and more, it is also for the attracting the talent, no? But innovation, it comes when several mindsets also come together. It not needs to be physically, but yes, needs to be aligned with some project, no? It together, Blokchain or Aula Magna also, but some project together. On other way around, you ask also if the cities attract. Yes, I think so also, because if you are known, if you are traveling a lot and you also want to stay, yeah, you can choose, no? And maybe you choose where is easy to live, where is also some collection of you, and also from the same, no, on the same, if you are doing software, on the same types of what you are doing. I think, yeah, cities attract, and Barcelona is one of that cities.
I think that the statement, talent attract talent, is very right, okay? And all we have this thought in common, okay? Clara, do you want to add something to the roundtable or to answer these questions? I think that you are mute in this moment. If you can unmute, Clara.
I am not, maybe, the system. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I said that I fully agree with my colleagues on the table. And as Marina says, it's not only like you get inspired, like in the office, in a meeting, going to places, but the fact of being able to go and have some walk in the forest after you are done, or to swim on the beach or whatever, it helps you as well. The network you have in the place you live. Yeah, but everyone is, well, luckily not everyone is impacted by the same flows and the same connections. So as I think that the fact of working remotely and having like more fluid working connections makes it easier for everyone to choose their most ideal place of work, times of work, schedule of work, and that absolutely makes much more sense. I mean, it's not like in old school where you were expected to be like in a certain hours. But now, of course, there are times in which it's easier and it's much more productive to be on the same room to talk or discuss about something. But for the rest of the sprint and the rest of the week or the day, the fact that everyone can choose his or her specific way of working just brings good things, in my opinion.
Okay. Thank you very much, Clara. I don't know, well, we have 1 minute for a last question, if someone wants to do another question. No? Well, then, thank you very much. Thank you, Clara. Thank you, Mariano. Thank you, Marina. Thank you, Quirze, for being here, for share with us your experience, and thank you very much, and please an applause for them.
I will say just a sentence to finish. I will say, be local, think global, but act local, right?
Okay, thank you.